Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
I will ask that it be brought back again in the next legislative session.
A Fargo breast cancer survivor hoping to save lives isn't taking no for an answer tonight. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Cindy Eggle says that her breast cancer went undetected for years because she has what's called dense breast tissue, which makes cancer hard for doctors to detect in a regular mammogram. She's fighting to get a law passed that will require doctors to tell their patients their breast tissue type. Eggle says this would help save lives. Last month, the bill passed in the House, but it's now at a standstill after getting a do not pass recommendation in the Senate. Nicole Johnson has more.
God, I'm still here today to talk to you about passing this bill. We need to do the right thing, Senator.
It's been hours of phone calls and text messages.
My name is Cynthia Eggle, and I am trying to reach you to ask for your support of House Bill 1370.
Sharing her story with those who voted do not pass in hopes to change their minds.
I never relished carrying the breast cancer flag for my family, but I've been tasked with that duty, and I feel very strongly. There are two other ladies that had wanted to stand up with me to get this legislation passed, and Senator Anderson, they're not living anymore. They died from their breast cancer. I think the right thing to do here is to reconsider your vote.
Those who aren't for the law say they don't want to mandate medical providers and believe there isn't much benefit because it's common practice for many already.
If I don't laugh, I'm going to cry. And God knows I did that often enough last night trying to get my point across.
Lawmakers for the law say if it saves one life, it's worth it and shouldn't cost a dime.
This is way too important to just say, no, we can't do one more mandate. If it means that you could save lives and save trauma to patients and save millions of dollars of healthcare costs, I can't imagine why you would not vote yes.
Nicole Johnson, Valley News Live.
23 states have passed a similar law like this one, including Minnesota. Representative Pamela Anderson, who supports the bill, says many in North Dakota are benefiting from the Minnesota law already, since many medical providers serve both states. Lawmakers expect to make a final vote sometime next week. Well, to our weather, what a beautiful sunny March day out there today. After many days of really cold temperatures, we're hoping to see things turn around. Let's go to Hutch to get the latest. Hutch?
Thanks, Stephanie. As we head into our Thursday evening and you're looking for warm weather, just look to the north and to the west. If you wanted warmer temperatures, you could go to Calgary where it's 52. Don't go to Dallas. It's 39 degrees there. We're on the up and up as far as temperatures are concerned, and some of the 50-degree air is pushing its way into the western Dakotas even as we speak. Here's your planner for Fargo this evening. It's going to be breezy, a continued south wind throughout the evening with temperatures remaining or in the 20s right now, but dropping into the teens for the remainder of the evening. So not so cold as we go through the next few days. A taste of spring on the way. Do I hear 50-degree reading in the valley? I'll have details on that in your 7-day planner here in just a couple moments.
50, we like that.
I like 50s. 50s are fantastic.
Yeah. All right,
yes.
thanks, Hutch. Well, 3 people are facing charges after a wild night on the streets of Moorhead. It included 2 crashes and 1 Clay County deputy sent to the hospital. It all started about 6 last night. Police say that the van was involved in the crash. This one was, and it drove off, then ended up on its side after running a red light and hitting another car. The driver, 37-year-old Galen Littlewind of Fargo, was arrested on numerous charges, including DWI. 2 people in the van, Mohammed Nakali and Faraku Latwana, they're all in custody for obstructing the legal process. They are also facing, one of them is also facing a charge of assaulting a peace officer after repeatedly punching a deputy. The deputy was treated and released from the hospital. A Grand Forks man is being blamed for knocking out water service to the entire city of Northwood today. Kurt Johnson of Grand Forks is charged with DUI and driving while his license was revoked. Johnson allegedly ran over a fire hydrant just before 2 o'clock this morning. It broke the water line and wound emptying the city's water tower, leaving the entire town without water service. It took crews until this afternoon to fix the broken water line and get service restored to the city.
Basically, a drunk driver hit a fire hydrant in the middle of the night and lost our water pressure right away. By the time I came in, it had already leaked our whole tower down.
The water main break also caused school in Northwood to be canceled today. Well, if you ever need help uncovering fraud or corruption in your community, call our whistleblower hotline and we'll do our very best to get to the bottom of it. Call 701-237-6576. Leave your tip. And a member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work exposing the truth. We now know what caused a house fire in Barnesville yesterday afternoon. According to Fire Chief Mike Stetz, the owner of the home was trying to charge batteries in the basement. The battery charger shorted and created the fire. To escape the fire, the homeowner climbed to the roof where he was then rescued by crews there. The home had smoke and water damage, but we still don't know how badly damaged it is. Stetz tells us that one of the responding police officers did have smoke inhalation, but is doing okay. A House bill aimed at helping college graduates deal with student debt and high interest rates failed in the North Dakota legislature. The bill would have allowed people who graduated from college and are North Dakota residents with a full-time job to refinance their loans with zero interest at the Bank of North Dakota. Well, it's no surprise that the flood outlook this year is pretty low, but that's good news for much of the valley. The early March flood outlook was released today, and it stressed that a spring flood remains at a historic low with several conditions below normal. The current climate outlook now calls for warm and dry, and as the thaw approaches, low runoff is expected with snow and rain possible after mid-March. The next outlook is due out on March 19th. Farmers got a chance to step out of the cold and talk strategy at the CHS Ag Industry Day in Grand Forks today. The commodity prices have taken a major hit over the past 2 years. It's left many farmers trying to figure out how to stay in the black this year. Today was a chance to hear the latest news regarding equipment, chemicals, seed, and financing. CHS financing expert Steve Saylor says they know things are tough down on the farm, and that's why they're offering some special financing this spring.
So you got anything down there to 0%?
Yes, we do. We do have a deferred chemical program at 0%, which certainly helps the grower, and he doesn't have to tap into his operating line as soon.
Now, CHS officials also pointed out today that construction will get underway on their new $3 billion fertilizer plant near Jamestown this summer. That project's expected to employ 3,000 construction workers until it's completed in 2018. Camping equipment, boats, TVs, and much more are all going to be packed into the Fargo Dome this weekend. The 50th annual Red River Valley Sportsman Show starts this evening and goes through Sunday. Outdoor equipment is set up both on the dome floor and on the concourse. Seminars will be free to attend all weekend.
Anything that has to do with the outdoors, we have it inside at the Fargo Dome. And then we've got a great bunch of family fun. We've got live trout fishing. We have the live wolf display. And we've got a lot of other exhibits that are just neat to see. So if you want to book a trip, if you want to get a boat or a camper, there's a reason to come down. If you just want to get out of the house for 4 or 5 hours, there's a lot of stuff to see at the Sportsman Show.
This looks like a lot of fun. Tickets are $7.50 for adults. Kids 6 to 12 are $2.50. You may see some manly manes on the streets tonight in downtown Fargo. Don't be afraid, though. It's Bros on Broadway. So bros from all over are going to be showing off their best facial hairstyles in support of fighting against prostate cancer. The annual event is in its 6th year, raising money to provide gas cards to those who are struggling with the disease. It starts at 6 p.m. at the Hodo in downtown Fargo. And ladies, you're absolutely invited to come as well. Last year, the event raised more than $60,000. Now, don't forget to like Valley News Live on Facebook for all the latest news, weather, and breaking news updates anytime on your feed. Just search Valley News Live, like our page, and stay informed throughout the entire day. Still ahead for us tonight, an eye-opening look at the differences between what men and women have saved up for retirement.
Temperatures making a return to the 20s today. It's wind chilly outdoors, but the wind will continue to bring the warmth. Details in your forecast are coming up next.